Hi and welcome to this video, which is somewhat of a depressing one, because if we look at this camera here we can see the camshaft, and if I remove the bearing cap you can see the camshaft is absolutely trashed. Underneath all bearing caps the camshaft's been chewed away. There's like nothing there. So clearly that's probably what the banging was perhaps it was the camshaft actually moving up and down, banging up and down. So pretty serious. So my options are sort of either replace the camshaft for £100 on eBay, but then we don't know if there's other issues, because obviously this engine has been run by the look of it with no oil. So I either replace the camshaft for £100, possibly other issues. I could buy another engine perhaps for £300 to £500, but then you've got £70 delivery. Some people want you to pick the engine up. I don't have a trailer, so I can't really do that. And that would obviously add another £500 to the cost of the car. And would I get that money back again? And then if the engine I bought is no good, it just seems to be a bit of a minefield. The MOT's actually run out on this car. So part of me is thinking, because I always think the lowest price possible, is put it all back together again, try and get it MOT'd. If it goes for an MOT, I mean, I know the engine does work, not for much longer, but it does work. It did drive here, which was 50 miles. That's probably when most of the damage happened. And then perhaps sell it as is, with working, with 12 months MOT, but saying it either needs a new cam or it needs a new engine, and leave that then to the person who wishes to buy it. So it's a bit of a disappointing sort of end to this. I mean, we did find out what the knocking was, but I was hoping I might have been able to have mended this engine. But it's probably a bit out of my league, I think, for what I'm able to do. So anyway, so that's basically this video. It's quite a short video, and hope you enjoyed watching it. At least we found out what the banging was, and as always, have a good weekend. So we'll start by removing the rocker shafts and the followers. So for this we'll use a 10mm socket, and we need to undo it in the opposite to the tightening sequence. So I'll put a little picture up here of the tightening sequence, and there's another photo of that at the end of the video. So you want to go in the reverse of that, and then once that's done we can lift the followers up. So these are the inlet followers. So just take a look at the back of those, and then we can move on to the exhaust. So as you can see, the followers actually operate 2 valves, hence giving the engine a 16 valve engine. And here we go with the exhaust followers. Pop those off, and now we can actually crack on and remove the bearing caps, and disaster awaits us. So we'll start here with the first one, or number 1 bearing cap, and it's scored to oblivion. I'm not sure why the actual top bearing cap is okay, but the cam is absolutely trashed. And then we go on to the second cap. Same again there, absolutely destroyed. We've got a ridge in the middle which has stayed there. I don't quite understand how this sort of scoring comes about, because it's all satin aluminium, so I would have thought the head would be destroyed and the bearing caps would be destroyed, because they're obviously soft aluminium. So I'm a bit confused why the cam is destroyed but the aluminium seems okay. Perhaps somebody can explain that to me, because I'm not quite getting that, unless the oil was the corrosive or erosive part that was being sprayed onto it. But as you can see there, it's completely trashed. This camshaft is the one with the ridge on. You can just see the ridge there as we're going over it, because there was a ridged version and a non-ridged version. So this is the ridged version. There it is again, straight in front. But yeah, so that's pretty much the reason probably for the knocking engine. It's wrecked. It's useless. Okay, so here's a little bit of torque information, which you can pause to view that for a bit longer. And as always, here's some reference photographs, and again you can pause to view for longer. So you've been watching effectively part 6 of diagnosing a loud knocking sound on this 2014 Dacia Sandero with the D4F engine. And thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe. And this video was filmed and edited by me, Mark Savage, in October 2023. It can also be found on Instagram and Facebook and X as Coats and Gators.